Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, nothing big today, a couple of little jobs. So we have got a carburetor of a two-stroke Stihl BG85 blower that we need to have a look at. Came in, should have already filmed it before, but it came in and what was happening was it won't rev up cleanly. So we've had a play with the mixture screws and there's not enough adjustment on them, so we're going to give the carb a clean, we'll give the tank a clean out, make sure the filter in there is all clear, and see if we can get the carb running correctly again for the blower. Another little job we've got to do is we've got to make some steel plates for these caster wheels to bolt onto. So made a little template, and yeah, I've got some 5mm flat plates, so we'll scribe these out, centre pop the holes, and we'll drill and tap them to probably take an M8 bolt to bolt the wheels on. First of all, I want to say a couple of thank yous to some people. User LG8KP7G5J, thank you very much for the comment, like that. Free Ranger CT110, great day out on the classic bikes. We're like-minded people, what could be better? Absolutely agree with you there. Absolutely cracking days out, and because the bikes are not very common, they turn a lot of heads, and yeah, everyone just laughs, smiles, gives you the thumbs up. What we got next? Ken Retchier 7610, is it, I think. Good job on the hydraulic system, seems to be working well now. All the best, Ken. Thank you very much for the positive comments, Ken. At John T7232, nice one, Lisa. Little Fergie's worth doing up. They are a cracking little tractor. What have we got next? Peter Cole 1817 came across a video on the T20 hydraulic restoration. Fascinating, very interesting to see that you have got service control valves on the back of the tractor. Wants to have a bit of a look at how I do them. So when we come to do a check of the pressure relief valve setting and make the adjustments on that, I'll go through a little bit more in detail then about how I pipe them up and the pros and the cons of how they work. So we'll do that then. So thanks for the comment, Peter Cole. Who we got next? Jody Mar 4434. Hi Lisa, I was hoping to see another video of some revs and a lot of black smoke. With a cold engine, well, the majors, hot or cold, they start the same, so unfortunately cold starts don't really happen for them. But yes, we do like the black smoke, we do like it a lot. So what we're planning on doing is rigging up a lever to go to the cold start on the pump, so we can work it from in the cab so it looks good when we're going up hills. Yeah, and oh, Monkey Roo enjoys polishing my bike apparently. I don't know. I'm surprised there's any bikes left after the amount he polished it for me. Who have we got next? Steve BRKR, I think it is. Major sounds sweet. Perfect, yeah, we do like that. Yep. Jody Matt 4434 loves black smoke. We do, yeah. We do love the black smoke. Anyway, so yeah, on to the video. So it's not a how-to, it's just going to be what I'm doing with this carburetor. So we'll crack on with that, get it stripped down, give it a clean out, and see where we go from there with it. I tell you what though, it's been a good number of years since I've done one of these. So yeah, take the bottom off. Cleanliness is key. So I loosened these last night actually, to be honest. Haven't had it in bits yet, but loosened them last night. Just to make sure they were going to come loose okay, that was all. So we have the primer bowl, the little one-way valve in it, made in China. So there's nothing really interesting to see in there, it's just, yeah, as long as that's not split, then that's good. Then we have the diaphragm. Now with these, you can sometimes get pinholes in them, so what we usually do is hold them up to the light, give them a bit of a pull, and make sure that there is no pinholes in them. And sometimes they actually rip coming off, which isn't good. So I'm going to see if I can carefully peel this off. Without ripping it. And sometimes you need a Stanley knife blade just to tease it off. So this is an old blade, as you can maybe see. Don't know whether it focus, but the corner's gone off it, so it's not going to rip the diaphragm, hopefully. Like I say, I don't want to be buying a new diaphragm, so we go careful with it. And there we go. So what we do is we hold this up to the light now. So hold it up to the light, give it a little pull, make sure you can't see anything, any daylight through it. Diaphragm looks good. Then we can take the float out, and what we'll do, we'll give it all a jolly good clean. Well, not the float, the needle valve in there we'll take out. Give it a good clean, and I believe under this side there should be like a gauze filter. Let me move that before I have an accident. And I'm hoping that the gauze filter is going to have dirt in it. So there we go, we can see in there's a little gauze filter. So we'll take that out and give that a clean. And when you blow these with the airline, if you're not careful, you can blow them out and lose them. So we'll give it all a blow out and see where we go from there. There's nothing really to have under here, you can peel this off. But there's nothing in there, you see. You just give it a blow through with the compressor and job's a good one. You can see like there's been bits of whatever in that. So we'll give all this a blow out now. We'll take these out first. Put finger over it so you don't lose anything. Screw out the pin, the valve and the spring. That's that. So we'll leave them on there, we won't lose them. We'll weight that so that no air blows it across. What was I going to say? Yeah, these adjusters, don't know how well you can see, but here on the plastic there's like a notch cut out, so you can only twist them so far and hit against the stop, and they're like kind of preset from the factory with that on there. And I'm very tempted to run the hacksaw blade around there so that I can have more adjustment on that, which is possibly what we're going to have to do to get the mixture correct. So I'll go and give all this a blow out now with the airline and we'll get it from there. So here is the little gauze filter I was talking about, which usually get blocked up. One thing I have noticed with this carburetor, and I don't normally see on them, first time I've ever really seen one, it's got a jet in there. I have tried with my screwdriver, but I can't get it out, so I am assuming it has been Loctited in at the factory. So I'll give this a quick clean off and then we'll start the reassembly. Reassembly is nice and straightforward. before we lose our filter, we'll pop that back in. There we go, that's got it. So that filter's back in place. So that's that done. Right, we can now put the spring in. Because when they spring out, they are quite difficult to find again. Oh God. Do a little test to make sure that the goes up and down. That's fine. Put the diaphragm back on the correct way. Oh, one other thing is, when I blew this with the airline, first time ever, one of them that actually blew out on me. Never ever happened to me before when I was doing these all the time, day in, day out. But that one did. So it's something else to be careful of. So with that one there, that's going to stop me, potentially, is it? I'm going to make this groove here bigger so that I can adjust it more. Because I think that will be cheaper than buying a new carburetter if it's not that. If this doesn't fix it, giving it a clean. Ooh, why are they not lining up? Very, very simple little carburetter. So the two little like dowels have located in the gasket now and located in the main carburetor body. Made sure that the throttle's in the correct position there against the idle screw. Yeah, so what I was saying was these, they only adjust so far and then they stop. And what it is, it's this piece here that causes it to stop, and that stops you then like properly tuning the carb. So this one's fine, it goes all the way. But this one, what I'm going to do is take that little noggin off there so that I've got more adjustment on this, and then we'll definitely get it tuned in, hopefully. So I've used my Stanley knife just to cut away at that notch, and now that screws it in and out quite easily, so we can get the adjustment that we need. So what we'll do, we'll give that a clean and pop the gasket back on, pop this back on the blower, and we'll give this give the tank a check to make sure that the filter on the pickup pipe in the tank's okay, and then see if it goes. But I've given the air filter a blow off and it's full of petrol, but there is absolutely no airflow going through this at all. So yeah, without being in there like that, or that way even, not being to the outside, it's meant to draw air through here, but the airflow flew there, even with a compressor and the airline on it. There's just nothing going through it, so we're getting a new filter ordered as well, because I think that's going to be some of the problem. But in the meantime, we can get all this back on the blower and wait for the filter. So the only, I was going to say difficult thing, but the only thing you got to be mindful of is you put the throttle linkage back in. So I can put my gasket back on, so I don't forget that. And it was a bit of a fiddle when I put that on upside down, but I'll change that around in a minute. Throttle linkage back on. Like so. While it's loose, what I will do is I'll swap this around the correct way. Silly mistake. There we go. Nice easy fix. Next thing to do is take the petrol out, make sure the clunk on it, on the filter on the bottom of the tank's clean, and then we can put these pipes back on and put the part of the air filter housing back on, then put the case back on, and hopefully we're done. Empty the tank out. I've had the filter out. The filter looks clean. A little bit of crap in the tank which has come out, so we'll just pour it back in for a funnel. We can now put this back on. That there's your little choke. Take that nut off. I just put it on so the carburetor didn't fall off when I tipped the petrol out. Gasket's on there still. It just drops in like so. Close the choke so you don't drop the nut into the carburetor. That'll spoil your day. There we go. They must have some super duper thin walled socket to make that a lot easier. Right, cover back on. Got the little earth washer there. Earth wire, so make sure we put that back on. Put the petrol pipes on, they only push on so they're not too difficult to do. Like so. Return. Like so. do.